It's tough. It's tough because sooner rather than later, you're going to be forced to make a choice. And you're either going to be able to stand on principle and deal with the consequences, regardless of what they are, understanding that human beings are the most adaptable creatures on the face of the planet, and if you can, you can find another way. There's always another way. It ain't going to be easy. It's not going to be hard. It is going to be hard. It's not going to be something that's as simple as just, I'll just find another job, blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to do that.
It's very hard. It's scary.
It's scary.
I told people
there's a lot to lose. You're putting all the money on, you're putting all your money on black, and you're letting the roulette table spin the wheel. You know, you don't know how this is technically going to work out. But there's going to come a time very soon where if you do not stand up for what you believe in, as long as that's in line with this bad boy, you won't have this anymore. It's going to be gone. And it's people like Larry who are sacrificing everything that they have and standing up to this. You see them on Twitter every day. Every day, thank God, there are new videos of parents coming out at school board meetings and just saying, giving the school board what for. There are local elections happening that people are, for the very first time, getting active in, talking to the candidates that are standing up to be, I don't want to do this job, but I have to run against this one person because they're trying to do this to our children.
Yeah.
They're not standing up for what I believe in. I'm going to have to stand up. Some people are going to have to start standing up and dealing with the consequences. And if that's you retaining your house cleaner on the down low and not telling anybody about it because you want to make sure that you can still pay them and to help provide them a living and not let your boss know, I'm not going to tell you to do that, but I'm not going to tell you not to do that because your employer doesn't have the right to know what you do in your private time with your own money and at your own household. And no, they don't have any right to do that. They have no right to know that, right? Unless you have a specific contract maybe that allows them to do that.
Right.
But no, I mean, it's a really shitty situation, man. But if nobody stands up, I'll put it in the words of the Boondock Saints movie. All that it takes for evil to flourish is that good men do nothing. We talk a lot about the easy times make soft men make bad times make good men make good times. We're at a point now where good, strong people need to stand up against the tyranny that we are being forced to adopt every single day. And if you do not stand up and deal with the consequences, one day no one will be left to stand up. And then it's gone. I'm not going to say you're the right person to do it. I'm not going to say your boss is the right person to do it. But you need to look at where you're at. What do you believe in? You need to think about these things. You need to study these things. You need to come to a conclusion in your mind that you can back up. And then you need to stand on those principles as long as they're in line with the Constitution as much as possible.
Yeah.
You need to stand up and you need to make a stand. Say, I'm not going to do this. You know, if I'm not really going to say that part, but everybody makes that choice. Everybody has to make that choice. And if you're in a position, if you don't want to make that choice, but if you're finding yourself in a position to make that choice, you need to. You need to do that because if you don't, you don't know what the world's going to look like the next day, and you're going to have that question: Did I do what was right for me and my family?
Yeah.
You know, we're at soul searching time, man. This is time for people to really buckle down and find out what it is they believe in. And if you're okay with centralized totalitarian control, just remember, because you like the way it's going now, doesn't mean you're going to like the way it's going to go the next time the next guy's in the chair. That's why we don't allow this to happen. Just because you like it now, 4 years, 3 years, less than less than 4 years, but more than 3 years at this point. We have not even a full year into the Biden administration. It feels like 10 years. But nobody knows what's going to come next, man. Now is the time. Every time you get faced with a situation, now is the time.
Now is the time. That's the last thing I wrote on here. Now's the time.
Is that a sign?